myself, Dr. Deepak Kumar Paswan, Assistant Professor in Meteorology Department of Tulsi Ramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering Technology. Now, here I am going to deliver lecture related to the engineering drawing and computer graphics subject. So first I will start with the engineering drawing. Okay. So why we study engineering drawing? What is engineering drawing? Engineering drawing is basically a subject in which the students study about how to draw the drawings of machine elements or bridges that are used in civil construction and many electrical circuits, towers, drawing, which basically represent their structure in a paper, or nowadays computer has been implemented, so computer aided drawing CAD software are there to save the time and give the accurate image as compared to the manual engineering drawing on paper. So engineering drawing is basically deals with the representation of the machine drawing, civil drawing, the electrical engineering drawings in a paper with proper dimensions and side shapes as per the specification. So here we start with the basics of engineering drawing. That is, before drawing any machine element or any electric circuit diagram or engineering related drawing, so we have to understand what are the basic concept that are used in the engineering drawing. So here we first understand the plane, that is vertical plane and horizontal plane. Okay, so vertical, there are two principal planes, vertical plane and horizontal plane, and the axis that divide the two planes are the reference line that we get called the XY line, which divide the separate the vertical and horizontal planes. So here from this diagram we can see that there are four quadrants. So this is called quadrant theory. So this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Okay, and here this is the HP means horizontal plane, VP means vertical plane, and this is the horizontal, this is vertical plane. Okay, and this is first quadrant, means the image from above the horizontal plane and in front of the vertical plane. So this position of the image is in the first quadrant. Similarly, a body object will lie in the second quadrant if it is above the HP and behind the VP. Similarly, object lie in the third quadrant if the object is below the horizontal plane and behind the vertical plane. Similarly, in the fourth quadrant, position will be, object will be like that, it is below the horizontal plane and in front of vertical plane. So here suppose an object is lying in the first quadrant, means above the HP and in front of VP. So if we see the top view means from here. Suppose the object lies here. So if you see from the top of the object, so its top view will be lies on the horizontal plane. Okay, so top view will be lying in the horizontal plane. Similarly, front view, if you see from this front side, from this direction, so the front view lies in the vertical plane. So in the first quadrant, the top view will be on the horizontal plane and front view will be on the vertical plane. Similarly, in the second quadrant, if object lies in the second quadrant, then from the top view, if you view the image from top, then the top view will be lying in the horizontal plane and front view will be on the vertical plane. Similarly, but in the third quadrant, the object will be here. So we have to see the front top view from the bottom of this. So we have to see from the bottom of the object to see the top view, which will lie on the horizontal plane and front will lie in the vertical plane. Similarly, in this fourth quadrant, the horizontal plane will be horizontal. The top view lie in the horizontal and vertical plane is the front view. Okay. Now this is the clear picture. We can see that this is the front view. Observer will be here. This is the front view. This is the top view. This is second, third, fourth. Okay. And this is the 3D diagram. If we plot in the draw in the 2D. Okay. So this is the XY line, and this is the XY line. You can see in the 2D plane on a paper. So this is first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. Okay. Now clear. Now we go to first angle projection. Okay. So first angle projection means what? The object will lie in the first quadrant. It means that all the top view will be in the horizontal plane and front view in the vertical plane. But here XY line is here. This is the XY line. But in 2D, the HP will be below the XY line and vertical plane will be above the XY line. So the top view will be below the XY line and front view will be above the XY line. So this is called first angle projection. Means the object situated in the first quadrant and we make the drawing. So it is called first angle projection. Okay. Now we will continue first angle projection. Here we can see this is the object. Okay. This is the horizontal plane. This is the vertical plane, and this is the principal plane. Okay. This is the principal plane. Means another plane rather than horizontal and vertical plane. This is a profile. Sorry, this is a profile plane. Okay. So here the object will be situated here. So the front view. This is the way to see the front view. Okay, this side, this direction. The front view will be lying in the vertical plane. And from top level, this is the top side. So to see this top, we have to see from this side. So top will be lying in the horizontal plane. Okay, and this is the side view. So side view will be on the profile plane. Okay, so from this is the view of. This is the top, front and left hand side view of the object when it is situated in the first angle. Okay. So in the first angle, I say that top view will be below the XY line, front view above the XY line, and left hand side view will be just here, left side of the front view. Now this is third angle projection method. Means the object is situated in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, what is the position of the object? It is below the horizontal plane and behind the vertical plane. So, its top view will be above the xy line because the horizontal plane will be flipped 90 degrees. So, top view will be above xy plane and front view will be below xy line because vertical plane is like that. This is vertical plane, this is horizontal plane. So vertical plane will be here. So the front view will be in the vertical plane which is below the xy line in the third quadrant. And this is the left hand side view. From this left hand side view, this side view will be on the profile plane, which is there, right side of the front view. Okay. So this is the theory of projection. Okay. So what is the projection? Projection is basically a, suppose we display a film on a picture screen. Okay. Suppose we display a film in a picture screen. So the light projector that had to strike this picture screen, so the images will be formed in the picture screen in the form of rays, light rays. Okay. Similarly, if we see the object, so the light rays will reflect there from this light source. The light rays will be strike the object and have to be strike the picture plane so that this image will be formed like that. Similarly, projection concept is same. Projection is the rays of sources from the infinity to there to project in a screen. Image projection in a screen. So it is basically the light rays that come from the object which strike the plane so that its image will be formed. Now, projection. Projection is basically what we assume that the visual rays from the eyes of the observer touch the boundaries of the object and process further to penetrate a plane. It is a smooth line curved joining the penetration, which is called the projection of the given object. Normally, object is between observer and the plane. You see that in a plane. Here, you see that object is between observer and the plane. See here, observer is there and the plane is there. So object will be between the observer and plane. Now the plane of projection. So the plane of projection is basically the plane that is used for projecting the given object is called the plane of projection. And projector are the rays of light that containing the points and meeting the corresponding place of projection. Now another one is the orthographic projection. If the projectors are drawn from the object are perpendicular to the projection plane and are parallel to each other, then the such projection is called orthographic projection, in which the observer is assumed to be at an infinite distance from the object in order to get parallel and perpendicular projectors. The orthographic projector has the same size of the object. Okay. So these are the differences between the first angle and the third angle projection method. First angle projection method. Object is placed first quadrant, third angle. The object is placed in the third quadrant. Top view will be below the front view in case of first angle projection. I hope you will find some knowledge from this lecture. So we will hope to join the lecture in the next class. Thank you for your listening.